And lastly, these are quotes. I didn't do them. These are quotes from these individuals, but they're so true. To thine own self be true. Shakespeare did that one. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. All right? Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives of mimicry. Their passions of quotation. That's deep. By Oscar Wilde, which was also an actor. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. These are deep statements. No matter where you go, there you are. So you can hide behind something. You can go to another country. There you are. There's just one life for each of us, our own. We are betrayed by what falls within. The hardest battle you're ever going to fight is the battle to just be you. Okay? You're born an original. Don't die a copy. Can't be somebody else. You've got to be you. You can't say this enough, because that's the core. So when people talk about self-esteem, authenticity, who you are as a person, that's the core for everything. That's the core for leadership, and that's what we're looking for as far as even in good leaders. Who are they? Do they really care about humanity? Are they going to really make a difference? And we hope that they do. Okay? But you can't change them, but you can change you. You can be who you are. So that's what I have for you today. I thank you for being here. Their knowledge is very knowledgeable, and that's great. Because simple audience is But anyway, thank you. I thank you all so much. So hopefully I'll be called back another day to do something.
So as said, a lot of folks who you saw yesterday have been here like for the 9 years, right? Even before I got here. So this is the first time that Audrey Rosebud has joined us. I'm very happy that she was able to make time in her schedule. When folks from CUNY come to visit with us, it's a gift that they're making to you guys. And I know that Audrey is really passionate about giving back to our community. She does workshops at almost, I think, just about all the conferences that we do across CUNY, and we do a couple conferences each year. So it was great to be able to have her come here today. I heard some things that struck a chord with me, and since I have a couple extra minutes, this is me, you know. One is that one of the greatest things that I've learned about doing this job is that we don't work the way that other things work. So you may be part of ASAP, you may be part of College Discovery, you may have been part of College Now or some other program, you may be part of some external program and all this, and that's great. I applaud you for all the things that you're doing and that you've done. What we do and what we say on a regular basis is that we're a family. So when you come into the academy, whether you're there once or whether you're there every single day that we do something, you're part of a family. And that family extends out. So I mentioned yesterday some of the alumni meeting with them for lunch, all the ones with their masters already, a week ago. It's the same. You have Faisal and Alisane who volunteered to be here to be co-chairs of this conference, and they're studying at Stony Brook. They started in the fall. They graduated from here last year, and they came back. They were so passionate about wanting to be a part of this and give back. Dale graduated just this past semester, and he's about to go to City College. And even though I'm dragging him back every day, he loves it, and he loves being here. And so, this is the time, and these are the type of people that are part of our group. We're a family, and it's not about, and you'll see it as you go through this week. If you're at the dining etiquette thing, you're going to see how hard they're going to put on white shirts and ties. Okay? So they don't put on white shirts and ties to go to work, but they're going to put on white shirts and ties and serve you because they want you to understand that you're part of the family too, even if it's just for this brief period of time. So I think that's part of what Audrey was talking about. The other thing is that for me, when you talk to me, when you spend time with me, it was really important to me when I took this thing on, this organization, and being at this college, is to actually be completely authentic, right? I'm from the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx. I was born in Pelham Bay General Hospital, which doesn't exist anymore, okay? I was, the first 2 years were at the top of the concourse, right? And then in Club City for the rest of my youth. Now I live on City Island. You all can come and visit me. The VP tells me that's not the Bronx. I understand. He grew up in the South Bronx, so and he lived here for most of his life. But it is part of the Bronx, And I'm passionate about the fact that I have roots here, and that I'm able to come in, and for the last 10 years, I've been able to make an impact on people's lives who are living or working or coming to school in the Bronx. Obviously, you're coming from a lot of different places, but I understand that, and I value it, and I value the opportunity to be able to do that and to give back to my community. And that's at the heart of what we do as part of the organization, is that we go out and we give back to the community as a community, right? So we don't do volunteer work by ourselves, we volunteer as a group. When we go out, we show that. And the greatest compliment that I've ever been shown or I've ever heard at a volunteer activity, I heard it multiple times, is why are your students always so happy to be volunteering, right? We go in and we're volunteering, and we're next to the guys from, Smith Barney or one of these big corporations, in a soup kitchen or something, and they're all like, but our group is like super smiley and excited to be there, and like, really super polite and understands, the real value of actually giving back and actually making an impact on people's lives. And I'm proud that we are able to do that. So I try to keep it as authentic as possible, which oftentimes leads me to be like really sort of truthful. Like, so when we talk about being a family and being authentic, right, and being straightforward with people, right, they were joking with me this morning. Last year, like, I guess things were not going well at the very beginning of the workshops, and I told them things are not going well, and I gave it to them, and they're saying, you're so much happier this year. But the thing is that as a family unit, and if you work with people like this, and you think about that in terms of the things that you do, whether it's work or whether it's school or whether it's anything that you do, you have to be honest with them. You have to tell them what's really going on. And if you can have that level of communication, and you get past all of the windows that you put up between people, that you actually have something that's much more valuable and it's more lasting. And it's why people like Alice and Faiza want to come back, or the other members want to come back and volunteer with us. So that's my own. I'm just like adding to the mix. Is that okay? So let's give one more round of applause. You have a little extra time for lunch today. They have lunch for you prepared. I did not plan the food, so if there are any complaints, complain to them. It's not warm. It was warm yesterday. Today is a little different, but we try to do a little different every day. But I think it's good. I heard this is good. So it's more healthy option. So thank you, and we will see you at 1 o'clock when we start our first theater workshop.